What is up, people? How's everybody doing? Welcome back to Coast, where we miss weeks.
Yes.
It's your boy CK with the co-host Mr. Brandon, the Steez himself, Wars World. How you doing, bro?
I'm well off the air. I just had a really good debate, but you know,
caught the tail end of it.
Yes, but we're good. We're living. We're survived end game, tears and all. But actually, matter of fact, chat. Come on, talk about the MCU, man. Like let's.
Well, first of all, who is gone? Because it's still early. I'll give you 1 weekend. So if you've seen it, if you haven't seen it, please let it be known now before we say too much. But you get
Spoiler
one
free.
weekend. You get 1 weekend. Because I do plan to see it again this week. I know Brandon's already seen it twice. I don't know if he's gonna see it a third time. Probably will. I don't know when though.
I'll see it a third time.
But a lot of stuff to catch up on. We missed the whole week. What was I gonna say? We know Sir over here has a bet that he needs to keep up on. That, you know, losing the show of shows who he play for. He has an obligation today. Even though they're out of the playoffs, which I'm a little bummed about, because last week, you can't clap, you're supposed to be supporting them. Last week, they were still in it, and we had to postpone the show. A fault of my own, that's my fault. So the continuity is not completely there, but just to kill this kid, I'm going to make him say it every time we say his name. So for those who weren't there last show, every time I say his name, Brandon, he has
Go Clippers!
There it is. That's what he has to say. He has to come out.
They're out of the playoffs, though.
Go Clippers. That's fine. So that is his payoff. For those who are new to the show, those who are OGs, we did who we play for twice. The first time I lost, because Brandon guessed majority of the names. That was your cue. You missed it again.
Go Clippers.
But yeah, he got a majority of them right, so I had to tweet out I'm a Nets fan, and on this time he did not do well at all. So now he has to yell out,
I was
"Go
bamboozled.
Clippers!" Man,
that is straight.
You had some easy names that you screwed up on. For those who didn't see it, go check out last week's video at the very end.
I had some white boys in there.
The end. Well, that's the thing. You had easy ones I thought you were gonna get. You almost missed Kadeem Allen. But regardless, it's so now every time I say Brandon,
he tested me to see if I was watching his videos. This guy.
So yes, every time I say his name, you guys, he has to say "Go Clippers," and if he doesn't say it, chat, let it be known. Okay, let him know. But yeah, what else before we get into today's show? Oh, yo, guys, we are officially on iTunes podcast, y'all. The link is in the description. We're on everything podcast. It's just iTunes and Spotify for the last two, and we finally got accepted to iTunes podcast, which is exciting. We got 2 ratings, and we're 5-star, which is dope. I'm sure that was my mom and Brandon, but it's fine. No, my mom don't watch this show, so she don't count. I don't know who that other one was. It wasn't me. But yeah, so it's lit. So anywhere you want to find podcasts, if you just want the audio versions, if you're not able to catch these, it'll be there for you. Link is in the description. Hit that link and download it wherever you can download it, listen to it wherever you can listen to it. I'm excited about that. Yeah, so we official now, boys. We official now. Yeah. Yeah, look at us. Look at us. We're coming a long way. I don't know if you noticed, rearranged my office. I told y'all that in my last video.
I see you got the Kevin Knox right there.
Okay, Knox. That's not staying there forever. What?
Did you add to the 50 board?
Yeah, oh, did I add to Lil Saint? Oh, Lil Saint. We're gonna get to your Rockets in a second. Oh, my guy. The refs. Yeah, we gonna get to you in a second. But I'm on your team. Trust it. As much as I talk about, we're going to get to that in a second. We're going to talk about that today. But yes, I did. I added 2 to the 50 board. It's a little faded out, but look. We out here. Oh, God.
That's what I like to see.
Sitting at 24 for the year. 24. We might reach that.
25.
We want the 50, but 25 was our consolation prize, and we can get that 50. With Kevin Durant playing how he playing, shoot. My man dropped 45 and 50.
Game 3 or 4, he might pull out one of those 50 bombs. Man, you better watch it.
For real. So yeah, we're out here. Just for those who didn't see it, I mean, I'm sure everybody saw it. Damian Lillard with that 50. That's the my man hit the three for the win from the
Over
distance
you.
he hit it. Yeah, over. Okay, hilarious. Ha ha ha. But for the exact 50 piece, for 50 points, like to me, like that's badassery. And then Kevin Durant just said, "Look, Warriors, y'all don't want to play. That's cool. I got y'all," and took over for himself and just did work.
Carry y'all to the promised land.
Yeah, he's like, let me, y'all need to enjoy this until I go, bro. Shoot, I'm gonna be doing this in New York. Yeah, I'm not about. Anyways,
You know, somebody brought up a tweet and said LeBron, or not LeBron, KD's playing a lot like LeBron did last year, where you can't get upset if he decides to leave just because of what he's doing this season.
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
So if that is not further indication that KD is leaving, now whether that's to New York or to Los Angeles, it's up in the air.
Rick Bucher's interview with your guy Colin Cowherd was the one that just like of all the interviews I heard, and I know it's Fox Sports, but just listen to the way he was talking about it. Like I have not felt that at ease in a long time. I'm like, maybe this is probably real. I don't think Alex Collins is here, but Alex Collins has been in my ear everywhere. Like, Chris, it's happening. But I just need to see him sign on that dotted line before I can celebrate. But we're not here to talk about Kevin Durant to the Knicks. Not right now.
To throw a scenario at you,
Go ahead.
What if he decided to go to Houston?
That would be crazy. Look, man, I will be very sad if he goes anywhere besides the Knicks. I'm gonna put that out there. But at the same time, there will be a little bit of me that will be still happy that he's left the Warriors. Does that make sense? Because I just want him out of Golden State. But of course, 98% of me, all my body wants him to be a Knick. But if Brooklyn, I'll be pissed. I don't care. I would wish he stayed in Golden State. But if he goes to the Clippers, if he goes back to OKC, or if he goes to Houston, like you just said, I'll be pissed. I'll be sad. But it'll dawn back on me like, you know what, Golden State's not like that anymore. It's a little bit more balanced. Yeah. But KD, my man, come on. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Playoffs, first round ended in fun fashion. There were actually some good series last round that I was not expecting to be entertaining. Second round is already off to a doozy, as a lot of people saw today with the games. Who played? It was
Boston.
That's the first one. That was right. The blowout that no one expected, and then Houston and Golden State. So we're gonna get into those today, but let's sweep through some other stuff. We have to talk about your Lakers, Brandon. This will be real quick.
Why?
It's not bad though. It's not bad. You guys.
What do you mean? There's nothing
the
good
news
going on
that
right
we're
now,
talking about right now is awful. But shoot, I'm sorry. I did not do what I normally do before every show. I apologize, people. Shout out to the people in the chat who were here early. My man Bailey, first one in the chat. Chris Tiller, as always, my guy. He said, "What's good, CK and Brandon, my fellow Lakers fan." Why question mark? You question marking whether? You questioning whether Brandon? Ooh.
We will fight over this, Mr. Tiller.
My guy Melvin's out here, Lil Saint. We gonna talk about the game. I got you, bro. We gonna talk about it. I'm trust me. I'm on your team. A lot of people came at me too on Twitter when I tweeted that, which is fine. But we gonna talk about that. I'm very curious to hear what Brandon has to say about this too. Mark Vivar, see you. Delano, the homie, always here every day. That's his nickname, always here. Santizo Madden, I hope I said your name right, but shout out. That's the first timer. I don't remember seeing your name in the chat. What's up? Sterling Gazaz, I know Sterling. But yeah, shout out to everybody. Edgar, you made it through. BOT, what's good, bro? How you doing, man? Yeah, man. Isaiah, I see you. MH, there he is. Randall. I think I got everybody. Oh no, I'm gonna try to say that name. Oizio Zoje. Oh my goodness, my guy. Please let me know if I butcher. Huh?
What's his name off of the Boston Celtics? Ojale.
There it is. That's what we gonna call your name.
Yes.
He said your favorite person's name to say. Yeah, that you right. That's you. But shout out to all you guys, man. What we sitting at? We sitting at 32 after missing the whole week. Y'all real ones for that, bro. And I
love you.
I love you. And again, I don't have to say it. You guys know. Subscribe to the Homie Wars World. Okay, we are on CK2K, but you need to go subscribe to the Homie Wars World. All right, they have a show every week. He's actually consistent. Angel 666. Welcome to CK Crew. Thank you for the subscription. But yeah, like up the stream, best live stream on YouTube. My man MH, I appreciate you.
Amen, brother. Amen.
All right, enough of the niceties, guys. Let's get into this stuff because we got lots to talk about. Brandon and I are gonna make our predictions for the second round. But let's recap the first round a little bit, shall we? Real briefly. Because like I said, I don't know how you felt about the first round, but for me, I thought the East wasn't gonna be as fun as it was. Even though there was, we had the sweep with Boston. We had the gentleman sweeps with the first and second with Toronto and the Bucks. No, Pistons swept. Pistons swept too. Bucks swept too. So it was Raptors and Sixers that had gentleman sweeps.
Yeah.
But the Magic and the Nets surprised and showed they played pretty well. It was fun. But then the Western
Exciting
Conference.
Series. That yes.
As expected, right? I mean,
right.
We agree that the Thunder. I mean, as exciting as it was and memeable and all the kinds of stuff, it was a little bit disappointing on the Thunder side with the Blazers and Thunder series. I thought that would have gone the distance. I thought that was gonna go 6 or 7, but that thing ended in 5.
I think everybody thought that series would go longer, but the more you look at it, the more that OKC had no business being, I guess, that close or regarded as being the better team.
Okay,
because CJ and Dame, to me, their games have grown since last season in terms of trusting their teammates and being open to the idea of like, hey, I can get my shot whenever I please.
Facts.
Let's try and get other people involved, like your Mo Harkless, your Al Farouk Aminu, the newest teammate that they have, former Nick himself. What was old boy? What was old boy's? No. Istanbul.
Yeah. From the Lakers. Yeah.
They're they played such a team game, except for that last game, and that was completely all Dame. But for the most part, they had shooters. They were able to space out the floor, and their go-to guys led them the right way. And that's never been done, I think,
for them in a while.
Yeah,
ever actually. You're right. I think you're gonna say ever, and I think you're right. Yeah,
never been done for those two as from a leadership standpoint. So I was happy, and it made sense that to me personally that they only ended in 5. The only one that was like, wow, I don't get why this is not working is the San Antonio and Denver.
But in which way though? You mean for Denver to be running away with it sooner?
Yeah, like Denver is clearly the more talented team.
Really?
Clearly.
But we talked about this, and you called me crazy.
Coaching, I know coaching is a big deal, but
and experience, and we saw that.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if I had like a massive brain fart or I was just overlooking something that I missed, but I thought maybe Mike Malone isn't as good as he is.
I would highly disagree with that because when they turned it around, because when he made that change and put Torrey Craig in there, that was huge. And that is, I'm not saying that he was he was a different man. Yes, I'll give it to him. He was a difference maker because of his defense, and he showed up on offense that it was able to, he played the chess game well with Pop. Being that he was the more talented team, but except he was playing against a more experienced guy. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I think Mike Malone did do a good job, and I think that actually benefited the Denver Nuggets personally to me, playing that series the way they did, where they came out obviously the best team but looked like the worst team in the series and then turned it around and won the series. I think that's going to help them long term now with the rest of the playoffs. Like, this Blazer team is coming in hot, but I feel like Denver learned something from playing against San Antonio, and now, even though it should be a given that the second or the first seed is going to move on, it's not really, because experience is a big deal when it comes to the playoffs. But I think because they played the Spurs, they're going to be a lot more prepared for the Portland Trailblazers, who are, like you were just saying, on a hot streak right now. And I think that's going to be a fun series. Front courts are both fire. How I feel about my guy Gary Harris. And Gary Harris played. He was up and down. He was tremendous in the first 2 games, and then he just fell off a little bit. Yeah, he was pedestrian towards the end of the series. But Jamal Murray took a little bit too. I'm not a big Jamal Murray fan, but shots to him. He played a little bit better towards the end of the series, as he was supposed to. Jokic took him a little bit to get to it, but like I said, they figured it out, and I'm going to give the credit to Mike Malone on that because the guys did what they weren't playing well, but then once the tweaks were made because of Mike Malone, I feel like they put themselves in the right spots.
Fair enough. I was just throwing out different things of like why I got this so far wrong. I thought it was going to be 5 or 6 Denver. To be honest, I'll be honest.
No, that's fine.
And you know, I just didn't think
Spurs
that this Popovich team was going to be able to do anything.
Man,
like
when they get DeJounte Murray back, boy.
That and who would have thought White was gonna.
That's what I'm saying. They got a tandem, boy. Yeah. They just if they can just solidify and get another big guy because as great as he played, LaMarcus Aldridge on his last legs too, and if they got Podol is like the perfect guy for Pop, just a hustler that played that I don't understand how they do it, bro. The Spurs just always.
Lonnie Walker didn't play that much either. Man. That's your boy.
I mean, I was never crazy on it, but I have defended him a few times, but I felt like he would be a lot better faster with Pop, but I don't know. That dude, his offense is so shaky. What else? Who else? The Clippers. That was another great series. Shouts to your team, Brandon.
Debatable.
Shouts to your team, Brandon. That's your team, Brandon.
Go Clippers.
Yeah, there you go. That's your team. That was a fun series, man. And I think even though they didn't really show it today, but I was thinking that the exact same thing is said about the Spurs. Actually, before we move on, let me see what the chat's saying. Hold on. Let me hear forgetting that y'all here. What y'all saying about those two series that we were just talking about? OKC's offense now can't keep up. Look, I think the shoulder issue with Paul George was a bigger deal than we were led on to believe. Paul George is the anchor when it comes to offense, as much as a lot of people might think it's Russell Westbrook, but I think we're finding out now, no, definitely not. Paul George was that guy for them all season long, and that shoulder had him out, and you could definitely see it. And then when he wasn't able to score, it was a wrap. They got to get somebody offensively in the draft and or in free agency. A third option, whether it be a superstar, all-star. It's just somebody that can put the ball in the hole because they don't have guys that can do that consistently on the team in general.
If they believe in ISO ball,
they should stop believing in ISO ball. That's what they need to do.
No, they can do ISO ball because we're witnessing a team do that at a very high clip, and that's the Houston Rockets.
Yeah.
Problem is,
but they're not built like that.
Your next best shooter is Ferguson or
barely, but yes, Ferguson. Yeah, it would be him. So and even he's a little shaky. I mean, he's good, but he's still a rookie. This is his first year.
It's his second year.
Excuse me. You're right. Excuse me.
He's a streaky shooter. He's always been a streaky shooter. So I think if you're gonna build that route, you need to surround that team with shooters.
That's why I was thinking like the perfect fit because I was watching them over with Orlando. If they let him go, that a perfect fit would be Terrence Ross over on that team. He got the same kind of attitude as those guys, and he's like he's like the new age J.R. Smith when J.R. Smith was like reliable. I think Terrence Ross is very similar in that sense. And I think he would fit there real well. But like I said, that's what I'm saying. I don't think they need to get a superstar necessarily. I think they need a guy that can put the ball in the hoop at a consistent rate, and that is not Terrence Ross. That's not Terrence Ferguson. Even though I like him, I like his game, but
I like him. Dude could fly.
Boy. But he need to eat a sandwich. I don't know. I'm more of a fan of Knuckleheads podcast. All right, Jesus Christ. Look, man.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Let it die. Let it die. God, Cap. Okay, I know that's Cap.
Yeah, it was definitely Cap. Diego, if Giannis wins a ring this year, he can really become what? Really become to ever do it? I don't know what you meant. The first to ever do it?
Be the best to ever do
it. Debatable. I see the thought process on that. Okay, see, coach getting fired. But I can't put I believe that last year, but I can't put this on Billy Donovan, bro. He probably will get fired, but I don't think that's his fault this year. He did a great job this season.
He's not going anywhere.
I don't think he should. He did a
As
good
much
job
as he
this season.
probably should, he's not going.
You think he should?
I think he should.
But again, like I said, like
There's-
look at the team that's built. I mean, it's not a bad team. It's just not a scoring team in 2019 NBA.
I think it's when you're exited out of the first round 3 years in a row. What do most GMs and teams, organizations, what do they mostly do?
Yeah, well, I mean, they overreacted, fired the coach. You're right. You're 100% correct.
And I don't know if there's anything that stands out about Billy Donovan that's like, we need to have him.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
Like I can, everybody in the chat can name off a better coach than him that's not in the top 5, coaching list right now.
Yep.
So it's you can. I don't think he will. That's just my thought process. He's probably not going to go anywhere, but you can probably get somebody better.
Yeah. No, 100%. 100%. No, what you just said about the fact that he doesn't have really a redeemable factor about him is probably why he's not, safe.
Yeah.
I remember Knucklehead's podcast, BLT. MH, I need a sandwich too. Oh shoot. Billy Donovan. Okay. Everybody's on Donovan getting fired. I'm not against it. I just don't think it's his fault as to what happened to him this postseason. I know it's easy to, like you were just saying, blame the coach first, but I don't think this was necessarily his fault because look, the Thunder up until the end of the season could have easily finished top 3. You could say a lot about a lot of these Western Conference teams. Sure, I get that. But the thing is that of those top 3 teams, which ones actually play defense? The Thunder. So they had the both sides for them. So that's the only reason why I think that's something to give him a thumbs up on. But if he gets fired, he gets fired. I wouldn't think it would be a mockery. I just think he did enough to save his job at least for another year. Anyways.
Chris is not going to cry like he did in Endgame if Billy Donovan gets fired. Okay?
Yeah, facts. Factuals. God, don't. Anyways, we're not. 1 weekend. It's all you guys get. That is all you guys get.
And we're spoiling everything.
We're spoiling everything.
BLT legitimately muted me. He
As
thought
he
I was
should.
going to spoil it.
As he should. I'm not. No, there's no spoiler alerts, BLT. We're not saying anything. We're giving you guys 1 weekend. 1 weekend. The next week, the reference is gonna come out. We might even stop talking about basketball. Talk about that. Oh man, Westbrook needs to play the 2 guard. We'll talk about.
I've seen that argument before.
I don't think it's wrong. I don't think it's stupid. I just don't think. I don't know, man.
Do you want Dennis Schroeder being your main dude? I wouldn't.
Oh, you're talking about the. I heard Dennis, so I instantly thought Smith Jr. So I was no. So my brain was like, I'm okay with that. But no, you don't. Atlanta tried. And I like Dennis Schroeder, but he's a 6 man. I think he's a very good backup point guard. Like a Reggie Jackson. As we saw with the Pistons. He's not the one. He's not the one.
No.
God. Anyways, we're going to talk more about those teams later on when we get closer to free agency in the draft. What else? Yeah, I think that's about it. That rounds. Oh no, we had the Clippers. Your favorite team, Brandon.
Go Clippers.
Yeah, that was a fun round, bro. I know you're not big on the Clippers, but you gotta give them their due. I know. Also, actually, you don't have to give them due because I understand if you don't want to give them due because as a Laker fan, you would not like that series because that just made the Clippers that much more attractive.
I strongly disliked it.
That made the Clippers that much more attractive.
Kevin Durant, like you should have put that series in the bed, bro. Like, and for no hope, you shouldn't have lost a 31-point lead. And what game was it? Game 5?
Which
one?
Where
they lost? Game 5 they lost to?
Who are you talking about? The Clippers? The Clippers won Game 5.
The Warriors.
Yes,
the Warriors.
Game 5 in Golden State. Yes.
They shouldn't have lost Game 5 either. I don't forget how they lost Game 5, but we shouldn't have lost that one.
BOT, let's go Clippers. ... Oh man, Lakers aren't attractive as long as LeBron is there. LeBron is not. Look, okay, I'm gonna God, I don't want to talk about the Lakers. We're gonna talk about Lakers coaching later, but I'm gonna reiterate my stance on the Lakers. Okay, the Lakers are not front office wise. Yeah, y'all looking like the Knicks, but as far as the team build, the Lakers are not as far off as everybody is blowing up about. Here's the thing. The Lakers are going through LeBron-itis. This is what happens. The only problem is the first time LeBron-itis is being hit in the West Coast. So you can't go through LeBron-itis to stomach the playoffs in the West Coast. You can do that in the East Coast. We saw that last year. The Cavaliers, two completely different teams in the same season, barely got the fourth seed, made it to the finals. You can do that in the East. You can't do that in the West. Now with the Lakers, the thing is, Lakers, and Brandon, whenever you're ready to shoot me down, that's fine. The Lakers, what they're going to try and do and what they're going to strike out with is they're going to try to get every superstar under the sun to try to join their team. They're going to just throw them all out. They're going to hope that one of these darts hit one of these guys, and none of them going to hit. Maybe a Cousins. I think as much as y'all might not want him, that would be a good pickup. You get a Boogie. And that's all I'm going to give you guys. But the thing is, Lakers shouldn't even be focused on that. What the Lakers should be doing is they should be trying to retool what they can with the role players and just commit to the youth and LeBron movement. And just get actual vet role players for your team to fill it out, rather than try to focus on getting an Anthony Davis and stuff. And the reason why I say that is because the team we just finished talking about, the Oklahoma City Thunder, they have Russell Westbrook and Paul George. Russell Westbrook was giving you triple-doubles. Fine. Cool. But at the same time, they had zero offense except for number 13 on that team, and they still toyed with the top three the entire season. Okay? All you need to do, and again, what we saw with your team when they were healthy, they were damn near up there too. They were fourth place. You see what I'm saying? But then here's the problem. LeBron gets hurt, and then you got to try and win games when you got the wrong kind of free agents that don't fit. You got Lance Stevenson. You got Michael Beasley. You can even put in my guy Tyson Chandler in the mix too, because he's not, his back is out. It's not there no more. So it's like when you get the right kind of vets, like you say, I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but you have vets like a JaMychal Green that's on your team. You have vets like a Mike Scott. You know, like you have the right kind of vets to fill out your team with the youth, with LeBron James. Call me crazy. I will take all the heat. Call me crazy, Randy. You can call me crazy too if you would like. I feel like that team right there would be enough to not to compete for a championship, but be a playoff team. I just feel like the Lakers are going for the full home run right now, and that is not going to work for that team. It's not going to happen. You got to play I know LeBron is old, but you got to play the medium. I won't say the slow game, but you got to play the medium speed game. But what's going to happen is they're going to strike out. They're going to hire, what's his name, out of Cleveland. They're going to get Ty Lue. I already know how this is gonna go, but go ahead.
I do too, but don't. It's worse when people start talking about it.
I'm not gonna. I didn't even want to talk about the Lakers. The only thing I was gonna talk about was y'all coaching. I wanted to hear your opinions on the coaching, which we were gonna get to after we talked about the playoffs. But Brandon, go ahead.
I'm praying to the basketball guys that we somehow snag Monty Williams away.
That's not happening because Brett Brown getting his ass fired and Monty Williams is sitting there ready for that job. I hope for you guys' sake.
That ain't stopping me from dreaming, Chris. But
don't let me shoot down your dreams. I'm not shooting down your dreams. I'm just also being the devil on your shoulder telling you, nah, nigga, that ain't happening. That's not happening. But go ahead. Yes, Monty Williams, hope and praying.
Chris said everything right, because I've been saying this too. Like, we can hold meetings and stuff like that, but I think to get the best value out of our team, I think it's to just stick with what we have. We aren't gonna be attractive as much as we were, maybe 3 weekends ago. But it's I don't know, and I think we still gotta figure out who's gonna be our president. Hopefully, it's not Rob Pelinka. And then
write it out, bro. Hey, man, look, anybody that's going to come in there, and this man, Rob Pelinka, for my Game of Thrones people, this man, Rob Pelinka, is left finger or little finger, bro. This man came in there, and my guy was just like, He's like, I once represented Kobe Bryant before. Genie's like, that was you? Would you like to be the GM of our team? And then my man was like, my man was that dude that would hold practices at 11:30, but tell Magic to practice at 1. So then everyone show up at 11:30 talking about, oh, it's crazy. Where's Magic? Oh, I wonder where Magic's at. And then on top of that, he the one knowing to make sure that the emails are still have Magic CC'd on them, sending to Genie talking about, man, this Magic did this thing. Oops, Magic, did you read that? Oh, whoopsie daisy. And now like, my man president. This is the most Game of Thrones scenario. What do you say?
That was like the newest version of subtweetings where it's like, oh, let me put CC in here, but that we're talking ish about you.
Y'all the real life Game of Thrones, man. Now this man's sitting at the throne of Lakerfell. That's what this man running it. Like I respect that dude is the biggest G in the NBA. And watch him out there, watch him end up being a good president. And then we will not talk about how he got to be a president if this man ends up being a good president. And I will never forget. Because this is the funniest storyline I have ever heard in my entire life.
Someone said they need Kobe to be the coach. Oh, no.
Oh, boy. Who said that? Lakers need a GM like Ghetto Man. Don't even curse the Lakers. Lakers don't need any more cursing like that.
Who's Ghetto Man?
He is the idiot. That's the GM for the Giants. My man said, "Yeah, Daniel Jones, bring him." But you mean Dwayne Haskins, right? No. Give me that boy Daniel Jones that would go in the 4th round. Give me that guy. That's my future right there. Trust me, it's gonna be like Aaron Rodgers. We'll sit him for 2 years. He's gonna be great.
You heard of a guy that plays out in Philly where he went to like a no name school and how big of a star he is? Bring him.
Get that guy.
We're gonna get the second version of him. Yep.
Oh man, Moose Mark over here hating on the Lakers. I love what's going on with the Lakers. But yeah, sorry, Rob Pelinka is president. I'm all for it. I want a shirt. I want a shirt said I did what it took.
I believe. I believe.
I just want a shirt.
That Rob Pelinka's face is all up
in black and white, just all serious, looking up. I did what it took with the Nikes. I'm sorry. I'm not. It's the funniest. Like this is real life. This is real life. It's insane to me. It's insane to me. This whole thing is like a freaking soap opera. It's crazy. Sorry. I'm sorry.
It wouldn't be La La Land if it. What does Michael Scott say? Well, look at the tables have turned. What does it say?
Oh, the turns have tabled.
The turns have tabled.
He just stays quiet. No one corrects him. I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm kind of laughing at the Lakers. I'm not trying to laugh at the Lakers. I'm laughing at the Rob Pelinka thing. To me, that is hilarious. I know it's not funny when you're on the inside, but trust me, when I'm sitting here having a Joker as James Dolan as my owner, things like this, it's enjoyable. It's enjoyable. I'll be honest with you. I'm sorry. It's enjoyable. Oh God, why are we talking about the Lakers, Brandon? We're gonna come back to your Lakers. Let's put a pin on that. We'll come back to the Lakers, and it won't be bad news. It's just I want to hear your opinions on the options. I know you were starting on Monty Williams. I wanted you to hold that thought. I want you to get in more detail when we get to that. Okay. But back to the playoffs. Let's get through the playoffs real quick.
Go Clippers.
That's right, Brandon.
Go Clippers.
Oh God. Let me read the comments real quick. Who's Mark? I love LeBron.
I'm so defeated on this show.
Rob running itch right now. Get used to it. CK loves our downfall. Huh? I'm sorry. It's just the way it's happening is what I love. And this man Magic, my man Magic didn't even tell his wife, and he just up and bounced. Oh God. I'm sorry. I'm done. No more. The chat, I'm depressing half the chat because I was talking about the Giants and the Lakers in the whole same. All right, enough of that. Knicks still suck. Remember? So look, I get it. I understand. Lakers will be okay. The ceiling is the roof. Said no one. There you go. There you go, Dice. Man. But unfortunately, Magic is quit. It's rough.
He's been known.
It's not new. Giants better than the Lakers. That's debatable, my guy. That is debatable. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can.
Are we talking about
that
management or are we talking about roster?
Everything. Just the Giants and the Lakers. I can't agree with that. The Giants traded a whole Odell for chips.
Are we talking about San Francisco Giants?
No.
Well,
all right, sorry. I'm so sorry. I feel like such an ass, but you don't understand. Like when I first heard that CC story, that was nail in the coffin for me. I was like, this is comedy. All right, who am I to talk? Knicks ain't done a damn thing in years. All right, so now let's get to the second round. Second round started today. We saw we saw Raptors yesterday. We saw Raptors and Sixers yesterday, and that's going exactly how I expected to go. My man Kawhi out here looking like Kobe Jordan. Like God, it's incredible. It's incredible. I love watching that guy play. I know he's not coming to the Knicks, but I'm praying. Like KD, I love you, but look, if that man Kawhi said, "I'm gonna come to the Knicks," I'll be laughing with them. I'll be like, "Yeah!" That'll be me. That'll be me. I'll be so about it. But yeah, man, he out there tearing it up. What you think about that series? You think? You think this is just a smoke screen, or do you think we're seeing what it's going to be? It's going to be a sweeper, gentleman's sweep.
A series doesn't start until someone wins down the road.
That's facts.
Or the away team. Oh
that's facts. No, I know what you mean, man. You're right. Yeah.
That laugh. You never do that.
That's what I'm be doing. Oh God.
But I think Kawhi is gonna. This is like his coming out party. Be like, okay, like I've kind of walked through the regular season. Now it's my time to shine, pretty much.
Man,
and,
all of a sudden his hamstring look great.
Yeah, nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong. You know how Skip Bayless is gonna be. That number 2 out.
Oh my God,
he's looking pretty good.
Pretty healthy.
Day. Yeah. So I think it's gonna be one of those series that's just like Kawhi. We all know who the better team is. It's just a matter of time.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes any sense.
Yes.
I think it'll be in. I think it'll be in 5.
You're going for it. Okay. Yeah.
It'll be in 5. Gentlemen sweep. Because there's nothing on Philly that's just like besides Joel Embiid, and I don't think he's going to be shut down by Pau Gasol for the next 4 games. Marc Gasol, sorry.
I don't know, bro. I think he actually might be. Marc Gasol was toying with him, boy.
I don't know if Ben Simmons is gonna.
He's gonna be a non-factor.
Again, there's nothing besides that, and which oddly enough, the team goes as Ben Simmons goes. Joel Embiid is just one of.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say.
Joel Embiid can get his buckets whenever.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like how that Kyrie effect during the regular season. Kyrie was struggling because he knows he's head honcho, but the rest of the team did not follow.
They're not going with it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's one of those things, not exactly like that, but like Joel Embiid right now is just one of those guys that can get his easy 25 to 30 points a game, 12 rebounds, 15 rebounds, whatever the case may be.
And then have a sore knee afterwards.
Yeah, but it's not impacting the game like Ben Simmons is, where deflections or steals or the rest of the pat statting that he does. Mm-hmm. It doesn't his scoring does not go and affect Jimmy Butler or Tobias Harris,
Mm-hmm.
So it's I don't know.
You haven't mentioned my guy though, not one time. Pascal Siakam, that man, that kid is he's taking over Kyle Lowry's spot, saying, "Look, I am the number 2."
Not the number 1.
No. He know because he want Kawhi to come back, so he ain't gonna go full Pascal just yet. He like, no, you're no more Kawhi. He signed it down the line, be like, sucker.
What's crazy is like nobody knew who this guy was.
Facts.
Like I remember seeing him of a Kate like when the Lakers last season played against Toronto, and he would just look like a prospect player, not somebody that would just come in there and be like, all right, I'm gonna do a couple quick in and out and get to
Mhm.
the hoop and score 29
This dude was
points.
drafted for defensive purposes. That
Yes,
he does not play like it, but
he does
it's
everything
the
else.
Kawhi. It's the Kawhi build. Like Kawhi has been a blessing for him, but I can't even say that because this offseason, because I watched a lot of the Black Ops basketball and the offseason workouts and stuff like that. And every video I watched, Pascal Siakam was in that workout, and it was like there was sometimes Russell Westbrook showed up, there was sometimes LeBron, a few times LeBron, there was sometimes Melo, blah blah blah, but every time Siakam was there, and he had highlights, and I'm like, yo, this is that second year dude from Toronto. I didn't know he had an offensive game. I thought he was just a defensive dude, and then he came out and had one of the best seasons. I mean. And now he's looking like a definitive number 2 on that team. Like the hype, I thought it's like the Orlando whatever, but nah, watching against Philly, you know what I'm saying, he's giving them problems. They don't have an answer for that.
Defensive team.
Yeah, because he's out there dropping 30-point games while stopping your best player, and it's like if Siakam has a bad day, damn, all right, Kawhi, you want to help me out? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you do with that? Like, I don't know, man. If the Bucks survive the Celtics, they're not gonna survive the Raptors. They're not gonna survive the Raptors because the Celtics are doing a great job figuring out Giannis, and the rest is coming with that. And if they survive that, they got numbers of answers for Giannis in Marc Gasol, in Pascal, and in Kawhi. I don't know, man. I've said it from the preseason. Raptors are my favorite to go to the finals. I don't want to be a prisoner of the moment because that was they played that first game like they ended the first series against Orlando, dominant. But I can't go 5. I would love to go 5. I hope it goes 5, but I'm gonna go 6. I'm gonna I think Philly can get 2. I think Philly can get 2 of them. But
it's what's working with the Celtics right now is they're hitting their stride at the perfect time,
bruh. Like they said they would though. They said they would do this. Right,
and it's
5-0 in the playoffs. Bro.
It's hard to gauge them. We're all waiting for them to be like, all right, like when's that
breakdown?
When is it gonna happen? But it hasn't,
and I don't know if it will.
It's tough to say.
Right. No, 100%. It's just they are doing what they should have been doing all season long. Is exactly what you said not but 5 minutes ago. They said, all right, Kyrie is our guy, and they're finally letting Kyrie be. Kyrie is a beast. That man carved them up. While Al Horford had a great game too, but while Al Horford and a combination of Al Horford and even freaking Marcus Morris, who I don't consider to be a defensive guy, they were doing a good job against Giannis. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and Gordon Hayward, like you just said, like at the perfect time at the end of the season, said, "Oh yeah, you remember me? I'm Gordon Hayward," and then he's been that guy since. He's been the guy that they spent all that money on.
Last like month and a half, he's been playing like Utah Gordon Hayward.
Yeah, so. Exactly. He looked like pre broken leg Gordon Hayward for sure.
Whatever he broke.
So then here's my question. Like I just said, 5-0 in the playoffs right now. Here's my question for you, Mr. Brandon. Is this? And I know you briefly just responded to it, but I want your answer on this. Is this the Celtics that we're going to be seeing from here on out? Or is this just a phase until they finally get that first loss?
I think it's going to be a coaching battle more than it is like a player, I guess, like figuring it out phase or troublesome. Like how on the court, like players can make adjustments on the fly by themselves.
Yeah,
it's up to the coaches in order to them to make drastic changes to their defensive rotations or help side rotation, whatever the case may be. So I think it's going to be more of a coaching battle than it is necessarily player for player, because I think it's the team. I think they're both scratches.
Okay.
But as far as as a coaching standpoint, I think that's where it's going to really determine who's going to be better. I think Budenhauser, I keep watching his name. I think he has the upper hand in terms of being able to handle a superstar team or a superstar in general.
Yeah.
But whatchamacallit is not some wash coach either. So
Yeah, but maybe we were talking about last year. This was the coach of the future. Bradley Stevens is the the young Greg Popovich is what everyone was saying just last year.
Yeah. So it's like I said, it's going to be a coaching battle more so than anything else, honestly, because they're both talented. They both have a system and a way of playing that has been working for them all season. Except for the Celtics. Celtics are just, like I said, they just now figured it out and put it together in a consecutive games.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be Boston in 7.
You're buying it. You think Boston can go all the way? I don't think they're crazy.
I think Boston they've just finally figured it out, and Boston's everybody like. If you were to say that Boston was not going to be in the finals to begin the year,
I was that guy.
People thought you were tripping.
Yeah, I was that guy. I remember. I used to get those comments all the time. I was that guy.
So for them to finally just figure it out in the playoffs, kudos to them. As much as I hate it as a Lakers fan, it is what it is. Same. I can give respect. So
for the Kyrie dreams. It hurts my heart because I want him to lose now. Yes. But now they look like their synergy, their chemistry is beautiful, which is not good for me. But for them, it's great. They already did. In the first game of the series, they already did something that neither team could do last time they played each other in the playoffs. Win in somebody else's gym. Because last year, they were just trading home games. It was just going back and forth until Game 7. And Celtics said, look, man, y'all healthy, but so were we even more healthy than we were last year. Let me tell you something. And they blew them out of the park. Man, I didn't expect it to go like that. It is tough because I feel like I don't want to like I just said, I don't want to be a prisoner of the moment. But the Celtics played so well-rounded from Al Horford. I mean, starting from the pinnacle, from the top, Kyrie. But I love how my dude. I'm a fan. I love Jaylen Brown, not because he's a T-Mac protege, but still, I love his game. I love his, his growth throughout each season. Jason Tatum is a little bit has been a little bit quiet, but man, that's rough.
This whole year,
yeah,
he's been kind of quiet.
You don't know what to do with Kyrie. God. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna be different. I'm not different. I'm different from you. I'm gonna stick with Bucks. Give me a Bucks in 7.
Bucks in 7.
But I won't be like I can't believe they did it if the Celtics even win in 5.
You're pulling the Chris Bouchard.
Yeah, I do. Me and Chris, when I hear him talk, sometimes I'm like, God, I sound like that. But yeah, I am. I am. No, I am. You're very right. It's just because, like you said, it's a difficult tell. Because I think the Celtics could go on and just end this early, and this could go 5. But realistically, I also don't think realistically that won't happen. The Bucks are the first team for a reason. So give me the Bucks in 7.
Bucks in 7. Okay. I don't think there's any wrong answer.
Yeah.
This is going to be a good series. I think the best series in the second round.
I was really
more so than the Warriors and
you think so? I don't know, man. After watching Game 1, I was already ready for Game 2 tomorrow. Like that to me, that's fun. Even though the refs.
I'm saying that because we already knew this series. Like, I think we already anticipating this series already coming. It's a shame that it wasn't in the Western Conference Finals, but it is what it is. But I think it's not going to be as exciting as it was last season.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's already off to a good start, so you could be wrong, but yeah, I get it could be that way. I I just feel like it's gonna be exciting. Well, we can move on to. Hold on, before we move on to the West, I'm gonna get back to you, but let me see what people are saying. I think Giannis will figure it out game 2. Me too. I think it's gonna be 1-1 back in Boston. Sup CK doing some homework. Sup Brandon. Oh, sup Melvin. We shouted you out earlier, but do your homework, man.
Mommy?
Do your homework.
Handle it.
Chris Broussard's that dude, the LMAO. Yeah, I like second win Chris Broussard. I remember he fell off a little bit when he made that wrong call back in 2010. But I like second win Chris Broussard over on Fox. I still listen to him.
Notice how everybody that left ESPN is just blossoming now.
They're killing it because they have
Yeah.
more freedom on Fox.
They're not slavers.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Because I mean, even though Broussard still does basketball, but he gives his opinion on football on Fox, and we never heard that in ESPN. I don't buy it. I got Milwaukee in 6. They've had good games all year, but they're inconsistent. You're talking about Celtics having good games all year? Which one are you talking about, Frank Niglino? Which one are you talking about? Kawhi will carry Raptors to the finals. I've been saying it, Uncle Death. I firmly believe it. That Raptors team, man. God, and I don't want to talk about it just yet. We're going to talk about that later during free agency, but just like to me, Kawhi, like I think he has the hardest decision. I think it's harder than KD. Like cuz either way, he's going to be in a good situation. It's just, do you want to do that in the West at your hometown, or do you want to stay here and possibly be the king of the East for long term? Because either way, he's going to a Clipper team that is built the exact same way, where they're deep. They have a great bunch of guys that know their role that will complement Kawhi well, or he can play with the Raptors, who are the exact same thing. Deep, know the role, play their role. So that's going to be tough, but we'll follow that later on when that comes up. Here's my opinion on football. Fire Gettleman. I think that's some solid take.
It's a hot take.
Yeah, hot take, man. Hot take. Celtics are inconsistent is what got you. Okay, I can agree with that. ESPN only wants Stephen A and the rest to be bent. Oh, I know. Yeah, that's very true. Nothing against Stephen A. It's just they don't let no one else shine.
$10 million.
Yeah, facts. To be honest, he's not even my favorite on ESPN. That's Jalen Rose. Jalen Rose is my favorite person to listen to on ESPN.
Oh, because he be carrying the petty sheet, as I call it.
I love it. I love the petty sheet. I love Jalen Rose on there. And the thing is, though, he's one of those guys that, like, he makes the outrageous takes, but then you always be like, yeah, I can see that. You know what I'm saying? There's not much of that on ESPN. Like, every time somebody makes a crazy take, it's like, here he go again. There goes Max saying this. Oh, Will Kane saying that. Oh, my God. But Jalen Rose will say something crazy. It's like, God, you know what? Yeah, I can see that. That might be real. That might be real.
Fine. 81.
Yeah.
Fine.
But the thing is, he don't hide from the 81 too. I like Jalen Rose.
He doesn't,
man.
no more.
I like Jalen Rose. Rachel, you can't not like Rachel Pickles. I don't care. All right, so let's move on to the Western Conference. So Brandon was just talking about saying that the Western Conference series of the Nets, the Rockets, and the Warriors is not going to be as entertaining as last season. So then, with you saying that, where do you have that going? You have that going to like 6 Warriors? Or you think that's gonna be a 7 series?
I have that 6 is going to the Warriors. Like, I understand. I understand that. Yes, it is a very hot take. I understand that. You know, like the Warriors, you know, they catch breaks with the referees, blah 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 blah.
Oh, there's just one game though. But go ahead.
For all the Knicks fans, okay, I'm talking to y'all directly.
Don't leave us out of it. We don't get fouls.
Kevin Durant is playing a lot like LeBron James last season in terms of having this spectacular. I was telling this to Chris off there.
Yeah, go ahead.
This spectacular postseason that's just, you can't get upset with him if he decides to leave.
Yep.
And
he knows what he's doing too.
Yeah, I think Kevin Durant. I think Kevin Durant is just gonna outshine whatever James Harden does. I think he's gonna outshine whatever Chris Paul can do. I think he's just gonna be that sole reason as to why they get back into the NBA Finals. You know, compared to the previous season, it was like the Warriors play such great team ball.
I think see it though. That's a very good.
Yeah,
right. I agree 100%. It's different.
Like it's just looks different.
No, you're 100% correct. I was joking the other day. Yeah, who was I talking to? I think it was at work, one of my coworkers. Yeah, I was making it. I was joking about it, but it's like KD's making that like y'all gonna remember me when he leaves kind of
Yeah.
thing, because you're not used to seeing KD like he did it from time to time, like you just said, but like this time KD is like, give me the ball. Steph, give me the ball. Like this, I'm taking over, and it's not, you're not used to seeing that with since he's been on the Warriors. And yeah, you're right. I get what you're saying with the comparison to LeBron in his final season with the
It's
Cavaliers
just
team. But I mean, the only difference
he's
is he didn't have a chance. He didn't have a choice. LeBron didn't have much of a choice. But I see what
so
you're
like
saying.
he's just risen his game to a different level that we've
Yeah,
never seen Kevin Durant do. And
in
you
a
know,
whole, because defensively too, he's been nice.
yeah, we've seen players who've done that.
Mm-hmm.
I think LeBron James is the obvious one.
Mm-hmm.
Dirk Nowitzki
Mm-hmm.
did that.
Yep.
Kobe Bryant
Not many
has
people
done
remember
that.
Dirk, but he did that for sure.
So I don't know, just something to point out. I get why people say the matchups reasons and all that sort of stuff, and you know, especially today, there was a lot of bad officiating. But I just think, as a whole, I think Kevin Durant's just going to be like, I'm Kevin Durant. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I do.
he said it.
So
He said
yeah,
that from the jump. And he had not looked back since he said that line. KD has not looked back since he said that line. Oh
so
man.
just something to look out. And Chris, give your 2 cents, man. What do you think?
No,
Am I crazy?
that's a great take. No, 100%. That's a great take. We talked briefly about it, but not to that full extent. And you're right. You're 100% correct, because it is different for people who watch. I mean, I know not a lot of people enjoy watching the Warriors, but when you watch the Warriors, you know it's the same case. You know, Steph Curry is gonna do his dazzling threes, have a nice 20-point game. You know, Clay might have his 18, Clay might have his 24, and then KD will always have his 21, 22, 23, 24. But it's one of those things where it's like KD's getting his, everybody else trying to get what they can get while the process is going on. KD's gonna do what he can do to move the team to the next level. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, this. I'm taking over right now, as if he's not playing for the Warriors. And it's different. It's a different vibe. It's almost like, you know, the vibe that when he tried to do that with the Thunder, you know, when it's just him and Russell Westbrook. So, you know, he has to do a little bit more. And it looks like he's playing with that I need to do more kind of vibe, when you know damn well that's not the case. So it's like, is there more to read into that? And I think, like you were just saying, it's like very similar to, you know, LeBron. Like, let me give my all right now before I'm out, and let me do everything I can for this city before I go. And I think that's a good take. I don't disagree with that. I didn't take it there, but I see what you're saying. No, because
Right.
because anytime I say anything, it's like, yo, you're saying that because you want to be a Knick. So I have to be careful how I say things, because especially now that I host on the Fumbles now, every time I say anything, I get killed in the comments. Oh, you just saying that because you want them on the Knicks. And I'm not saying, but yeah, I can see that. I can see that. And it also doesn't hurt that, you know, KD is literally following in the exact footsteps of LeBron outside of basketball too. The man just put his San Francisco house up for what, like $4 billion. I don't know how much the exact price was, because he know damn well it's expensive to live in New York. He set up his production company, like all these kind of things. But then now on the court, you're seeing this side too that many people might not remember, or many people didn't even think about, because like we said, LeBron didn't have a choice because he needed to be that player for Cleveland. But I think that's a good take. I see what you did there. I see that. So because of that, oh, go ahead.
No. Go.
I was just gonna put your tie together what we were talking about. So you're saying because of that, that's the reason why you're thinking the Warriors are gonna wrap this up a little bit sooner than 7.
Yes. Yeah. For me personally, I know. Like I said, there's other people that have said the matchups are just not in the Warriors' favor and yada yada yada. But KD is just a different animal this season. If he was passive or being that same player he was last season, then yeah, they probably lose. They're probably losing.
Be interesting for no reason.
Yeah. So, what do you think? They're gonna win it.
I got Warriors winning for sure. But I'm going. I say when I
7?
say sevens, I say them for myself. I need to stop doing that because I want it to go to 7 because I want this series. I'm excited for this series.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, like, the other guys haven't really shown up, and we saw the Clippers do this to the Warriors when the other dudes don't do enough, but KD's doing everything. They're still beatable. So I feel like the
It's
Rockets can
not
take
often where
advantage of
that
that.
happens.
Very true.
It's,
Very true. But
it's
the
not
Warriors, the
often.
Clippers did it twice. Clippers did it twice in one series. I'm sticking to 7, but Warriors, yeah. Give me the Warriors in 7. I'm sticking to 7. I think it's gonna be a fun series. I'm sticking to it.
I, another quote unquote hot take. I think the Rockets are going to win game 2 just because of what happened game 1. There was so much officiating and crying over, you know, the let the shooter have his landing spot and stuff like that.
Yeah, so
Um,
the Raptors, the refs are gonna do whatever it takes to right their wrongs. I know, yeah,
yes,
that's how the NBA
yes.
works. You're right. Yep.
Although that last one, that last 3, was not a foul.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, no. I was more upset with
Klay Thompson should have fouled out in the second quarter.
he should have, bro. And you can use the kicking argument. That was another thing. People, oh god, you can use the kicking argument. James Harden, blah blah blah. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. The point of the matter is he's in the air. Stay out of his landing space. If it was like many other instances we saw all season long, where the person is straight up, they're not in their landing space, but because he kicked his foot out, they are all of a sudden in their landing space. That's a conversation that I'll be like, James Harden needs to go to hell kind of thing. But in these instances, even if James Harden stayed vertical when he went for these shots, Klay Thompson, in all 3 instances, Klay Thompson went into him every time. Even if he didn't kick out, if he had gone straight up, Klay Thompson would have still been in his space, in his landing space.
Yep.
So miss me with that argument. I know you have your hatred for James Harden and how he gets foul calls. Fine, I get that, but no, the referees were making a point here today.
No,
there was quite a
I
few.
couldn't. I couldn't say anything. Like I was just as shocked as everybody because I was like, didn't they say they were going to make this an emphasis? Why are none of these being called? And it wasn't until what's his name that's in the replay booth. He was the old. Everybody hates
Steve
him as a
Javy.
ref.
No one likes Steve Javy. Yep.
Yeah. It wasn't until like you knew it was bad when he said, "I don't know what's going." Yeah, like he was making the point. It was like I don't know what they're seeing. I don't know why these aren't being called. Like know that's bad. And then I think in the press conference, Mike D'Antoni said that the ref said we missed like 4 of them.
You can't say that. Don't tell me. Oh yeah. I'd be like Steve Kerr, bro. I'd be kicked out of so many games. Do not tell me I missed that call. I that is the worst response. Because then what do you expect me to just say? Oh, okay, cool. Get the next one then. No, kick me out. I'm getting kicked out of the game. Oh my god.
Yep. So it's I don't know. I don't get it because they're gonna overdo it the next game.
Yeah.
So I guess it's a way.
DOWNLAOD just brought up a good point. This could have almost been a retaliation with Donovan Mitchell. How a lot of people were saying that. I there were some instances, yes, but there were a lot of people were saying that the refs, like DeLon just said, the refs swallowed the whistle quite a few times with Donovan Mitchell in their last game, missing a lot of calls, not calling a lot of fouls on his shots, going to the rim and stuff like that. So now it's almost like a retaliation for that, where it could be, if that's the case, then it's just a never-ending cycle. But at the same time, this is a completely different round. If that's the case, miss me with that too.
I agree.
I don't know, man.
BLT said James Harden shouldn't be the last person to complain about.
Facts, 100%. But look, man.
Today was
that's a different kind of thing. Like, there's 2 fouls that I will always defend, and that's one of them. And even though he kicks, if they're straight up and he kicks and he gets that foul call, we're not having this conversation. But in an instance when you're plunging towards him, whether he kicks or not, that's a foul. And also, like I can't stand shooting arm fouls. When you go for a layup and you hit my shooting arm, that's a foul every time. I will defend that till I die. I don't care. I hate when people touch my shooting arm during a shot. That's a foul. Don't touch it. Don't argue with me either. It's a foul. If I go for a layup and I hear a smack on my shooting arm and you make no foul, I don't want to hear it. I hate that. I hate when people didn't barely touch him. Yeah, you touched my shooting arm, so you adjusted my shot. That's a foul. Anyways,
I got no comment.
No,
because I'd be doing that.
That's what I'm saying.
It's an old school thing.
Anyways, CK, it's been a while since I said what, Brandon?
Go Clippers.
Oh God, sorry about that, Brandon.
Go Clippers.
CK street ball, you play hard. Cool, that's fine. But you touch my shooting arm, I'm calling a foul. If you have any reason that my shot is deformed because you touched my shooting arm, I'm calling that.
What if we slap hands? So like you know how
I don't mind that because the ball's already gone. If we're slapping hands, then the ball has to already be in the air, and that's fine with me. But I'm talking about I'm going for a layup, and you slap my arm, but I didn't even do the layup motion yet. So now you're gonna make me either airball it or hit the rim. Don't fade away because don't touch my shooting arm. You touch my left arm, I'll let it go. Yeah, you altered my shot a little bit, but
this time.
Yeah, but look, man.
Hold
you
on one
fight.
second.
Get MH out. Oh, Brandon's being. He's somebody's summoning Brandon. Let me look at the chat. Dale, what's up, man? What the hell? I thought the stream started 3 months ago. Not 60. Yeah, man. 7:30. It's 7:30 PST every Sunday. But what's up, Dale? How you doing, man? How's it going? We're good, man. We're good. We're talking about the playoffs right now. Slap hands is this water boy. I get the reference. Let's hit the like button, guys. My man Spartacus. You hear my man Spartacus? Let's hit that like button. I appreciate you guys, man.
I'm Spartacus.
I am Spartacus. Shout out to 42 people in this, man.
No, I am Spartacus.
Y'all real for that. Anyway, so Brandon got them in 6. I got Warriors in 7. Either way, it's going to be a fun series. No doubt. And then the last one, this one, I'm curious to hear what you have to say. I have to put my thoughts aside because I'm not a big Denver guy, and it's all because of that point guard. But anyways, Brandon, what you got? Denver, Portland. Who you got?
My heart tells me I want to see Dame get to the conference finals
For the first time, yeah.
but my mind's telling me Denver.
Really?
Because Denver is just from 10-man roster to 10-man roster.
Yeah.
It's pretty clear.
They have a Jokic.
Yeah, they got a Jokic. They got who else is on their bench? Like Morris.
Yeah, of course those two. But I'm just talking about the fact because we already know that the height is missing over in Portland, and not only that, Jokic played like a guard at that height. So it's like not like Cantor.
I think that'll be another 7-game series.
Yeah. Or it could be another surprise where Portland surprised us and winning 5.
The thing is, like, these teams play a lot like. Only difference is Portland has 2 guys that can get their own bucket whenever.
Yep.
I don't think the same could be said about Denver. I think Denver has the better coaching.
Damn, don't do my dude Terry Stotts like that. God.
I know Terry's a good coach. I think he's going to be that same category as what's his name in Dallas. Dallas. His name in Dallas.
I thought you were gonna say Billy Donovan. I was gonna fight you.
No.
Sorry. Yes, Rick Carlisle. Yeah.
Rick Carlisle, where it's just one of those underappreciated head coach.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that. That's a hard one. Yeah, I honestly don't have an answer yet.
I'll go Portland.
How many? 7?
7. I think this is
no, I hear you.
Because part of me does not want to see Denver versus Golden State.
Yeah.
So
I want Dame and Steph so freaking bad, bro.
Yeah.
that series is not gonna go how we think it would go, but it still will be fun to see Dame versus Steph. Yeah, I still feel like the inexperience is gonna be a difference. I think, like my previous statement, the Spurs helped them. Hopefully, like God, I want to see how they carry on into game one. Like, are they going to carry on into, whew, we made it through that. Now let's think of the next round. Or are they going to be like, damn, this is how the playoffs are. Let's keep running like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still yet to be seen how this young Denver team's going to take that. And this one is very similar because they're 2, right? Denver's 2 and Portland's 3. Correct? Am I wrong? What's Portland? 4. 3.
3.
Yes, because Thunder was 6. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, and then 4-5 was Houston. Yeah, okay. God, it's like what you just said. I want Portland, but like the matchups just make more sense for me on Denver. But then the inexperience comes into play. CK, my guy. It's tough. CK, my guy, was good. What's good, Ice? How you doing, man? I see everyone put in. I saw, okay, MH got Denver in 7. I see Delano got Portland in 6. Dale got Portland in 7. Melvin got Portland in 5. God. Just lost some pen. Shit. Give me. Damn, man.
Hey, Sterling, Jokic can't hold Ennis either. Or, he can't hold Ennis either.
No. And it's on offense is going to tear him up in the post.
Yeah.
But Jokic is going to do more. So I think he'll trade off fine. And that's the thing. Even if Ennis plays, 'cause I don't think he's going to play the first few games because of his shoulder. So that's going to be Myers Leonard. That's going to be out there. Oh, my God. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But CJ's playing so... Okay, you know, give me Portland in 7. Give me Portland in 7. It's the factor where I know that I have a feeling that Dame and CJ are going to keep it going. And like you said, the too many inconsistencies over with Denver. Will we get a good Gary? Is Torrey Craig gonna be nice in this round? Is Jamal gonna continue to play like he did the last 2 games? Mm-hmm. Give me Portland in 7. Give me Portland in 7. That's a tough one, but give me Portland in 7. I'll take Portland in 7. That was gonna be interesting. I saw someone put Portland in 5. I think that could easily happen, but I just want to give Denver the benefit of the doubt in saying that there's no way they're gonna come out of what they just went through and just try and skate through this next series like it's not the Spurs.
We believe in you, Mike Malone. Okay, not the team. We believe in you.
Yes,
Mike.
100%. Give me Portland in 7. Dale, you missed that conversation, guy. But to briefly say what me and Brandon said earlier, Dale had asked, he said, what are your thoughts? It's time to overhaul the Thunder. Me and Brandon said no. We're saying that they need to actually pursue shooters, try that concept.
We didn't sound like, but I want to add on to this. I think Russell Westbrook really needs to look in the mirror. I think he really needs to decide, like, I need to develop my game because I've been getting away with my athleticism, and as soon as that's gone, I'm no longer an NBA player.
Yeah.
So,
unless he pulls a Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
Because D Rose turned it around.
Probably not going to survive.
I see that argument. I think he will adapt. If Russell Westbrook got the mentality, he gonna adapt. But
I hope so.
Like you said, he needs to look at himself in the mirror and be able to have the balls to say, "Look, man, I'm not as good as I once was. Let's get this together." But I think he can. I think you give them some shooters. Same thing like the Lakers. If you get some 3D guys over on that team, like I said, like a Terrence Ross. I mean, not 3D, but he's a bucket getter. It could be a different situation. But I think that's their main focus. I don't think they need to overhaul yet. I think they need to actually get shooters because this is the same problem they had last year too. Underachieving and lack of shooting. Anyways, yeah, that's the Thunder. We're gonna break down all this stuff when we get closer to the free agency, anyways. But that's my slow. LiAngelo Ball, there it is. That's it. That's the answer that the Thunder needs. LiAngelo Ball. Yeah.
Nope.
No, 100% agree. Yeah, he's right. Sign him up.
Don't
be a hater, bro. I'm not saying that he's the answer, but some G League. Get my client a job, all right? Get my client, LiAngelo Ball, a job. Anyways.
Who else your client?
Who else is my client? LiAngelo Ball is all I got right now. He's the only one that... Oh, I got Johnny Manziel, too.
What about Earl?
Yes, JR. Yeah, we had talks. He finally decided to sign on to my agency last week. Earl is on it. Yeah, we got J.R. Smith. Yeah, I'm trying to move into football a little bit, so I got Johnny Manziel. I'm probably gonna pick up Daniel Jones because I don't think he's gonna last very long. Oh man, let's move on. All right, so let's talk about some non-playoff stuff real quick, and then we are cooking. It is already 8:45. So let's go back to your Lakers. Let's talk about your Lakers for a second, and it's not bad talk. We know that the Lakers had their meeting with Ty Lue. And they are reevaluating their meeting with Ty Lue, and they're actually leaning towards Ty Lue. They like Ty Lue. That's as far as they got with that. Jason Kidd, that he got his interview. Nothing else was said past that. I don't have the information. Did you guys actually get to meet with Monty yet, or is that still?
We had 2 meetings.
You did end up having 2 meetings. Okay. And obviously, I'm sure to no one's surprise, he's the favorite, but. I'm just going to be real with it. Like I said to start, Monty is sitting there waiting to see if Brett Brown's going to get fired.
Yep.
And I think that's why the Lakers should play the long game because let's be real. Outside of the Lakers, I don't think anybody else is going to be fiending to get Jason Kidd or fiending to get Ty Lue. So they have time. You know what I mean? Focus on whether or not you're going to get Pelinka the job full time. Look at whoever you want to fill in that spot or whatever, or give, whatever. But I think you just take your time with that coaching spot and see what happens with Monty. Because I guarantee, like, if Brett Brown gets let go, Monty gonna be like, hey guys, I'm ready to go. But Brandon, would you like to? I didn't let you go into full detail, but what is your thoughts on the Lakers front office? Let's not just limit it to the coach. What do you think is the best option for them? Should they go after a known guy for president? Should they run with Pelinka at president and focus on getting a known GM? What's your thoughts on that with the Lakers, with your pleasant Lakers?
Oh, by the way, go Clippers.
That's my man. Chris, is it bad that I'm ashamed to be a Lakers fan? Look, man, just stay tight. But Brandon, go ahead.
Shameless plug. Steven and I on Tillman and Warren show, we briefly touched base on this. I said, I don't know presidents as much as I do know GMs.
And that's the point.
So as far as like filling out the president part, I don't know.
Why not let Pelinka just run the job?
Because I feel like no former agent is running the president job.
There is no former agent that's running the president job. The only other former agent, he's not even a president. It's Bob Myers.
You just said it.
He's the GM.
The president. He's the GM.
Yeah.
Okay.
But here's my thing, though. So I'm sorry to cut you off. I know this is your time, but just real quick on this. I other than his badassery to get the job, he's a guy that did the work, willing to do the work, and I think that's what you should care the most about. You want a guy that's going to go and scout this stuff. Now, coming down to who he's scouting, what you guys also mentioned too on your show. I don't remember if it was the last one or the ones previous to that. Y'all got another unspoken about bus that is doing a great job in the scouting department. You know what I'm saying? That no one talks about.
And make him as a GM.
No, I wouldn't even say that. I think you keep him doing what he's doing because he's doing a great job with it. But I'm saying that with him on your staff already, he can lead Rob Pelinka to those guys to check out. So I think that as Pelinka, because that's what the president does. The president's main job is, and that's poor Steve Mills, but that's what presidents do. Presidents go to far away lands to check out these
International
guys and
games.
all those kind of stuff. Right? They'll go to the AAU games. They go to all these different things on top of signing off on other deals that the GM is looking to make and blah 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 blah. That's why we don't hear about these presidents, because that is not a job that a Magic Johnson should want to do, or a Phil Jackson or stuff like that. These guys that are in the scenes like that, in the trenches, they're not going to want to do those kind of jobs that take actual work and actual preparation stuff to do. Which is why I think just let Rob Pelinka do the job. With a guy that has an agent background. You know what I'm saying? As a salesman, that's what I'm saying. He's already known to be a salesman. I think you just focus on. You already missed out on David Griffin. I thought David Griffin would have been the perfect guy to go after. I think I think getting a GM that for somebody that's going to fill in the roster is the bigger situation to figure out, other than getting a new president instead of Pelinka. But that's my 2 cents on that. I would love to hear from an actual Laker fan's perspective.
I've just heard enough about Rob that makes me not a dislike, but just I'm going to separate myself from you.
Because he's hated from the league, like a lot of people on the inside hate Rob. Okay.
He's told several players we wouldn't trade you unless we get a top 3 player.
Right. Kuzma.
And stuff like that. And a lot of GMs have said he doesn't really. He's the one that's not telling the honest truth to them. And so it's, I don't know. There's like I said, several things that have come out. It was just I don't want to associate myself with you.
Okay. I get that.
But if he were to stay, then he were to stay. As a GM that I would want.
I don't know who's left.
Bob Myers. So just go ahead and take him.
I think you guys should do it. I think you guys should try. Hit up all of the GMs in the Masai Ujiri, especially because here's the thing. Because at first when I heard that rumor, I'm like, why is Masai Ujiri leaving Toronto? But it's the same thing as that Pat Riley rumor. Pat Riley started as with the Lakers organization, and then he wants to end his career with the Lakers. That's the rumor. That's what Stephen A. Smith was saying. That's what a few other guys were saying as well. But here's the thing, though. Dwayne Wade retires. They're coming up on a free agency where you don't know if there's any players that are even thinking about going back to the Miami Heat. Miami Heat are about to reach the rebuild. They're about to have to go full on the rebuild. So why not, if any time
say he wants to do that again?
That's what I'm saying. So why not, of any time to go and make his journey to end his career as as president? This is the time to do that. When you have a LeBron James, you have a great young core. Work your magic. You know what I'm saying? No pun intended. Sorry about that. Work your magic with the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? And I think that makes sense. And then with saying that, the same thing with Masai Ujiri. Even though they are still if Kawhi leaves, the Raptors can still be, I would say, a 3-4 in the East, excuse me, because of that same guy we just named, Pascal Siakam. They still got a solid team from top to bottom. They won't have a star, but that is up to Clippers, and they're in the Raptors are in the East, so who knows what happens with that. So I just think that is a realistic thing where Masai Ujiri can go to a team, and because he's good. Look at what he did with the Nuggets with Melo, and look what he did with the Nuggets with the Raptors with he builds deep teams. That is what he's known for. So I think that I don't think that's as unrealistic as a lot of people might think.
Main reason why I said Bob Myers is because
I didn't even get to him yet, but I think that's great too. I don't know if he'll do it though, but
I think the reason why I mentioned him is because he's the one GM I know that would believe in the young core.
Facts, 100%. Yeah.
David Griffin would be like, all right, LeBron, let's talk. What veteran should we go after? He would already just be shipping, the youth, the pretty decent youth that we have. So that would be my main reason. What's his name again? Masai Ujiri,
from
Masai Ujiri.
Mm-hmm.
He would. I don't know what he does. I think he, like you said, he brings up really deep rosters.
Mm-hmm.
I don't recall a really deep roster besides the Warriors' first championship, like winning titles like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but
Where you can play easily 12 players,
or at least 10. And
or at least 10.
I mean, because the Raptors could play 12. Because like they still have Jeremy Lin that's not in the rotation. They have guys that are not even in the rotation that could still be playing. But the thing is, true, very true. But the Warrior, like, okay, you said excluding them. The first Warriors rendition, they were a deep team. But for a team like the Lakers right now, that it falls off after LeBron and your three young guys, you need somebody that can fill in the holes. Whether or not he does end up making the complete team, you want a guy that knows how to get those guys that a lot of people don't think about, like the Norman Powells and the Fred VanVleets of the world. That not many people are looking at these guys, but they are, guys that are going to give you some product. Almost like with what your boy did. I don't know which bus he is, but your scout. What's his name? Yes. With Alex Caruso, no credit, but Alex Caruso is one of those kind of beautiful, like, no one's gonna think anything about this guy, but from the jump he was always a player that could have played, like even his rookie season nobody will remember, but he was solid from then, and that's when like guys like you and me were like, who that guy? Like that boy could play.
Who this white boy just dunking?
Who this balding white boy? Yeah, right. This dunk all over the place. So I think that so for your point is true, but I think at the same time, whether or not you do have that full team, he can make those decisions on who can fit on a team to have a complete roster, whether it is deep or not. You want a complete roster because that is the Lakers' biggest problem. Because LeBron goes out, it's hell. You know what I'm saying? Until Lonzo finally figured it out. But then Lonzo went out, and then it was whatever worse than hell is. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, you got the Lance Stevensons and my guy is Michael Beasley, but anything other than New York Beasley, I'm not co-signing on that. China Beasley, I'll co-sign, but that's about it. So I think that's the biggest thing. I just feel like you guys need to get the right veterans on the team. And I don't know, but yeah, I think Bob Myers would be great for the youth movement because, like I said, it's a bigger picture after LeBron's gone, man. You don't want to be back to where you were when Kobe left, where you don't know what direction you're going in. So,
some dark days.
Yeah, man. Trust me, I understand it. We finally almost out of them dark days over in New York. LeVar, who this ball boy? I just got with you. Dale, you stupid. Anyways, so we are on that finishing stretch. We got about 30 minutes left in the show. I have a new segment for you. It's a different segment. It's fun. I'm calling it small news or big news. I want a better name than that. I'm gonna get on that. It's gonna be a better name than that. But basically, I have other news lines that happened throughout the league this past few weeks that we didn't mention on the show, and you probably won't see them on ESPNs or stuff like that. And we're gonna determine whether it is small news or whether it is pretty big news that no one's talking about. Does that make sense? Pretty self-explanatory.
Yes,
so chat, you can determine it as well, and we're also gonna talk about the headlines too, because I only have 4 of them here, so we better talk a little bit about these headlines. So the first one is, and I didn't even know dude had a job with the Grizzlies, but the Grizzlies just promoted Tayshaun Prince to the vice president of basketball affairs over in Memphis. I had no idea it was there. So just with that headline alone, to you, is that small news or is that pretty big news? I know that's the look I had too. I was looking at these articles. I was like, Tayshaun, because it said Prince is now VP. I'm like, wait,
Prince died.
There's no way that's Tayshaun. Yeah, that too. Like, wait, man, Prince out there singing to Jesus right now. But what happened?
I guess that's small news until he makes some moves. I don't know what to say about that. Like,
yeah, right. I don't know. No, I agree. Like, to me, I want to say it's big news because it's like First of all, Tayshaun Prince is I didn't know he was in a front office anywhere.
Or that he wanted to do that.
Exactly. Because Tayshaun, I never saw. I mean, I actually that's not true. He was a smart dude, so I saw that for him long term. I just didn't see it right now. Everyone's saying it's no news. It's small news. No one cares. I mean, but he's VP.
Okay. All right.
Not like my guy Palinka out there, who is the president. But hey, there's neither here nor there.
It's not official yet.
Well, that's true. That's true. So you're putting that as small news too?
I'll put that as small news.
Yeah, that's small news. It's cool. It's like a whoa.
Until he like makes some sort of move,
right?
I can't put it as like groundbreaking.
Yeah,
whatever.
Agreed. 100%. That's my thing too. All right, Brandon. Small news or big news? Blazers and
Clippers.
My man. Blazers and Nets Cantor is uncertain for any game in all of round 2.
Wait,
that's
what?
Small news. He's uncertain to play at all in round 2.
Ooh.
Nets Cantor. That's small news or big news?
That's a big news.
Yeah, because they're already hurting at that position. I'm gonna go with big news as well.
You mean to tell me you want to start? What's his name? You're gonna have
Myers,
to start.
man. Myers Leonard.
No. Oh no.
Yeah.
The most overpaid big man.
Most overpaid big. Didn't Cody get paid too much money too? Cody Zeller. Cody Zeller's not that good to me.
He did, but he's not in the playoffs, so it doesn't matter.
But he's even worse. But yeah, you're right.
Actually, you know what? You could be right. Cody Zeller, he probably is, because Miles Leonard at least can spread the floor. I've just never liked Miles Leonard. So
no, I don't get what they thought they were. I don't know. I don't understand him.
Because when he first came in, he was just pure athleticism.
Zach Collins was the other one. Thank you, Delano. I was trying to remember who they had. 2 white boys down there that are okay. Remember when they had Ed Davis?
Is a stick.
People need to stop letting that man Ed Davis walk.
Oh yeah, they did.
Grizzlies, y'all. Like, I don't understand why people just keep letting that man walk away. Ed Davis is a stud. Brooklyn understands, and he got hurt, but I don't understand, man.
As you were saying,
I still would bring him back. I don't care. Let's rehab him. That dude out there, that man gets offensive rebounds almost as good as Enes Kanter. Anyways,
they said Zach Collins will start.
I think
Zach Collins is like this big, man. I feel like he's
100%, and he looks like he's 12. He looked like he's 12, and he looked like Shazam, like he's like a 12-year-old in an adult's body.
Like, don't get me wrong, he balls out in summer league.
Yeah,
but
that's the Blazers in general. They won summer league this past year.
They did. Josh Hart also balled out in summer league. So what does that tell you?
Hey, but that man had knee tendonitis. You know that ain't fun, bro. Let him
I know,
live.
but as you know what, I'm emotional right now.
Yeah, you are emotional, bro. Because then that's a slippery slope too, by the way. Because then you gonna try attacking my guy Lonzo.
Ooh, no.
You gonna try to attack my guy Lonzo. That's a slippery slope. All right, I'll kick you off this podcast. Oh man, yeah, I'm going with big news on that because Jokic. I saw took the words right out of my mouth. Jokic gonna eat. I'm sticking with my 7 because I think it's ultimately because Jokic can play well, but it's still ultimately gonna come down to the backcourt.
Like I feel like if you make Jokic a scorer, that team's not as good as they are. It's like that Steve Nash effect. Like you make Steve Nash a scorer, you make the greater your chances are to beat the Suns. So that's just my thoughts.
Yeah, no, I agree. Look at Dale over here trying to troll me. You ain't gonna get me. You're not gonna get me upset today. That kid is a young 19 years old, and it's not the worst in NBA history. It was the worst season. It's fine. I get it. You don't understand.
Austin Day.
People, oh God. Austin Day used to play well in not only summer league, he used to play well in preseasons too, remember? And then just the Pistons try to put him in rotation. Hell, the Grizzlies try to put him in the rotation. Kid was garbage.
I don't know how to play basketball no more.
Kid was garbage. He's the next coming Tayshaun Prince. Oh, connection. He was the next Tayshaun Prince. Yeah, right. All right. Next one.
Next thing you know, you see him in the Grizzlies front office. Hey, twin.
Oh, right. when Tayshaun Prince is finally president, he gonna make him VP. So we're running this now. The Slenderman brothers. All right. Is this big news or small news or big news? The Suns fired Igor. I'm not saying his last name. After 1 year, making him Devin Booker's 5th coach in 5 seasons in the league.
Yeah.
Is that a big deal or is that just whatever? Suns are the Suns.
If it's the Suns, it's the Suns. No big deal. It is what it is.
So that's small news. You don't care about Devin Booker.
No, I care about Devin Booker. I don't care about the Suns.
You just like that's the Suns just being stupid. God, that guy. If I wasn't a Knicks fan, I would say that dude's the worst owner in the entire league. That guy just does not give a damn about nothing.
Nope, it's Dan Gilbert.
God. Anyways, to me, I think that's big news. I'm going with big news on this one because the kid is just wasting away, and he doesn't get the opportunity to build with a coach because people don't understand how important that is to have that coach-player relationship.
He doesn't have any structure.
None. Because then he's this guy, he's good, and then say he does end up leaving the Suns at some point in his life, which he probably will in free agency when his time is up. Then he's going to go to a team like whoever he goes to. Let's say he goes to the Lakers in your perfect world. But then what structure is he going to have? You know what I'm saying? Because he never had structure in his entire career. Almost like DeMarcus Cousins. Almost exactly like DeMarcus Cousins. A guy that never saw the playoffs in his entire career, played for Sacramento Kings and played for a bevy of coaches, was great, was all-star, was fantastic, phenomenal. But just had no structure.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that Devin Booker is a hothead or nothing like that, but at the same time, dude has no, like, he's just going out there and he's just getting my buckets. We're down by 30, but I got 72. You know what I'm saying? Like, no structure. And I think that's a big deal. And it's like when you're that bad, like, you got to have a coach. And just like I thought Earl Watson, like, just let him grow with Earl Watson because he's a good guy with young youth. Words, bro, with you. But
Earl Watson, I don't think he was ever going to be like.
He's not a fantastic coach, but at least let him be the one to help develop some of these guys.
Yeah.
I'm glad for Igor because I want him to get a better job because I think he's going to be a good coach. I liked him this year. But I think that's big news.
It'll be bigger news if Devin Booker requested a trade.
You heard it here first, Devin Booker. I'm just kidding. No, yeah, I think that would add to it for sure. All right, and is this big news or just small news? I don't know why I put this down. I think it's kind of small news, but Clippers are set to extend the one-time Laker head coach that people thought the Lakers were going to steal in Doc Rivers. Big news, small news. That's true, too. They wouldn't trade him. Kalen said that they wouldn't trade him. I mean, look, if the Pelicans couldn't trade Anthony Davis, then there's no way the Suns are going to trade Devin Booker. But go ahead, sorry. Big news.
I would say that's small news.
Yeah, to me, too.
Because they've been talking about this for how long?
Years. So, they agreed to it. The thing was that got a lot of people confused is they agreed to an extension, but he never signed it. He never signed it yet. But it was when it came to that point where he was gonna get, when he was going to sign the extension, he was going to sign it. That's what he agreed to. So yeah, this is old news. This is small news to me. Yeah. God, I wish I had more articles for you, but that's all it was. Go ahead.
If there was some dirt to come out of it as to the reason why he waited so long, I think that would be bigger news.
Well, I think what happened was with the Clippers in general, it's just like we saw that, Doc Rivers is still that good coach when he's just focusing on coaching. Because don't forget, last few years he was coach and GM, and people were starting to question, like, yeah, he's not a good GM, but it's like, is Doc even that good of a coach? Like, look who he had that made him good. But then this year, he finally was just like, I'm coach full time. That man traded away his son, traded away Blake Griffin, let DJ walk, and still managed to. He almost got a fifth or sixth seed, but because of the West, he ultimately got the 8th seed. Regardless, he made the playoffs and made the Warriors sweat. So
yeah.
I think we just need to stop disrespecting some of these. I'll say it, disrespecting some of these black coaches because they get such a short leash, and
unbelievably short leash.
And it's crazy.
You hear about Larry Hughes? Not Larry Hughes.
I was like, what Larry Hughes doing?
Larry Drew. Sorry, Larry Drew.
No, what happened?
He got fired.
Yeah, but he didn't want the job.
Well, yeah,
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
If he was a little bit like, no, I hear what you're trying to say, but no, he didn't even want the job from the jump. So
that's true.
I'm okay with that. He gonna come be on the staff of the Lakers when Ty Lue gets hired. So. The face you made.
I don't think you can see me gritting my teeth so hard when you said that. That was
you cringed so hard. You're like, no, I don't want that. No, that's what's happening, bro. That's your team. That's your future team. That's your future assistant coach, bro. Oh man, that's all I got for you guys today, man. We did good today. We caught up with some stuff that we missed. We got our predictions in. You guys got your predictions in. I love that, Brandon.
Go Clippers.
There it is. All right. But yeah, man, that's the end of today's show.
I've never been more demoralized on a show just by how many times
yeah, that too. I thought you were going on about the Lakers bit. I'm sorry, but I
saved that for my show tomorrow.
Good. I'm sorry, I had to do it. You can play that clip if you want for your show. Look, man, Lakers, y'all a TV show I would watch. This is I want Spectrum just so I could watch that Backstage Lakers episode. This whole series of Backstage Lakers episodes. Like, I'm all for it. Like, I just need to know.
It was probably a blessing in disguise that I don't have the Spectrum channels anymore by switching to YouTube TV. I think it's something that was just, I didn't know it at the moment, but now it's here. Like, yeah, okay.
Oh man, they should just put that stuff on YouTube at this point, man.
No, Spectrum's all like money, 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 money.
Damn. Dale said black coaches get a short leash. Man, someone needs to put some respect on LeBron's name. LeBron been coaching for damn years.
It's true.
I hate Dale so much. Oh, he's so stupid. That's funny. That is funny. Oh my gosh.
Sterling, you just got real disrespectful, my guy.
Someone earlier said Pelinka is blowing jeans.
That's
I wouldn't put it past them, man. I would not put it past them. That is the most little finger. I'm telling you, this guy out here bamboozling the Lakers to get. He gonna be the owner by next year. What they used to say back in middle school: put that in your pipe and smoke it. There you go.
Oh,
the Lakers, man, it's so funny. Here is the thing, Brandon. You are going through what the Knicks went through. Okay. You're going through the exact same thing the Knicks went through.
You keep saying that like it's a good thing. It's not. It's not.
Brandon.
It's not.
But here, this is what I'm saying. People don't understand this, especially a lot of common day fans. The Knicks used to be owned by James Dolan's pops, Charles Dolan, right? And back then, towards the latter end of his career as the Knicks owner, we were solid, we were good, And then boom, he had it handed over to son Jamie. Good old Jimmy Dolan. I got it, Pop. I'll be able to make the Knicks a great team, just like you were doing, Daddy. And Knicks have been trashed since that man has been at the helm. Okay? Unfortunately for the Lakers, Papa Bus passed. So he didn't have a choice to hand over the team. And of his Cubs, Jeannie was the one that was doing the most quote unquote work in the behind the scenes. So she ended up being the president. I mean, at first Jim was like, "No, I want to be the owner." So then they had their little thing where Jim decided to play president or GM or whichever one he did. Failed miserably at that. And here you go. So basically, Brandon, you're going through the same cycle the Knicks did. So you know how the Knicks were from 2000 till about now? Right now, you're the Knicks in year 2000. So, Brandon, I tell you this. You're welcome. No, honestly, I don't think that this is gonna be as I really as funny as this is. I really, and I will eat my words if I'm wrong. I will laugh at myself if I'm wrong. I really don't think the Lakers are going to be in that much juice come the beginning of next season, whether you guys strike out or not. I
don't want us being talked about. We're not even in playoffs, and yet we're still being talked about.
Hey, welcome to look. Hey, man, and look, you know who's not being talked about? The Knicks. The only thing that's being talked about with us is Kevin Durant.
Player connections.
That's it. I'll take that. Dale, long story short, get wrecked, Brandon.
Get wrecked. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
BOT. Why James Dolan talk like he from 1919? Well, he's a little wussy boy. I don't care about
# James Dolan is not the worst owner of all time.
And on that note, we're ending today. You're the worst. Oh my gosh. Noah, what's up, Noah? How you doing, man? Welcome. Tonight was a robbery. Stay mellow. You talking about the Rockets? Uh-oh, hold on. Oh God. Hold on. The stream is lagging a little bit. We're okay. I hope you guys are coming back.
I saw it.
Stupid internet. Yeah, I can see my little FPS here. I'm looking at it. Yeah, we lagging a little bit. I apologize, people. CK out here with more shots on my Lakers than Smith and Weston. # Katie to LY too early for that. No, I've been doing this since the offseason, bro. Hey, you too late. Floki, what's up, Floki? Yeah, we lagging. I apologize. Hold on.
It did that with me last week too. I don't know
OBS?
why. Yeah, I don't know why OBS was doing it.
OBS is tripping right now. I'm seeing red. I'm seeing yellow, green. There we go. Yeah, we lagging. Let's go all night long. I would love to, man. But FUMBLE got me hosting tomorrow, so your boy can't do that tonight.
I like sleep.
Sleep. Me and Sleep have a rough relationship. We don't hang out very often.
Shit, my bed probably tired of me.
Y'all need to stop talking. All right, but yeah, that's it for it. I have nothing else for you. We did end a little early today. I apologize about that. But we do have it's not an announcement. We were there last year, but now you guys actually know Brandon. But yeah, we're gonna
go Clippers.
There you go. We're going to be going to OBS this year. No, we're going back to the Summer League for a second year in a row. We were there last year. You guys remember Brandon? Brandon was the Ochefu guy. For those who didn't put the two together. Yeah, my OBS is back now, so hopefully you guys should be getting through the lag. Just refresh your page. Hopefully you guys are getting through it. But yeah, so we going back this year.
Finalizing
travel plans and stuff like that. Right.
So,
we wanted this year to be the year of we go the whole week, but it's not gonna be this year, just because of logistics for me. Because I'm going to E3 and I can't take that many days off and not get paid. I got kids. I got one kid, but that's not the same. So we're gonna go for that first weekend before we're gonna go to the pool play weekend. So we can watch Zion play with the Knicks. God, it's gonna be so depressing watching Zion in the
Or
Cavaliers jersey.
Zion play with the Lakers.
It's gonna be so depressing watching Zion in the Cavaliers jersey. I hope y'all get Cam Reddish. I would love to see Cam Reddish in the Laker jersey.
It probably won't happen. We're probably gonna get our cousin Brandon Clark.
Probably are, which is not a bad pickup. Brandon Clark would fit so nice with y'all, bruh. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. So yeah, so Summer League gonna be lit. Summer League vlogs. We'll probably stream one of those days, like IG or something. We'll do something fun with it. We'll do something. You never know what will happen. But yeah, it's gonna be exciting time. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, that's about it for us. We gonna head out. Brandon's show is tomorrow, where he'll be continuing to talk about the
downfall of the Lakers.
Downfall. You need a different word for that because it's more than a downfall at this point.
What does that song say? People praying for my downfall. Well, it's here. So it's here.
Anyways, y'all be blessed. I appreciate you. We got as high as I saw 52. We stayed steady around like 40, 35. It doesn't matter. Just the fact that we got anybody in here. Appreciate you guys. If you're listening to the audio right now, appreciate you for the download. If you don't know about the audio and you want to hear the whole thing and you just got here late, go check it out. Link in the description below. We are on iTunes. We're on anything that's podcast except for Spotify. I'm your host CK with my co-host Mr. Brandon Wars World. Subscribe to his channel.
Go Clippers.
There you go. His channel's also in the link below. Yeah, he's gonna be live tomorrow. Fun times. I'm gonna catch you guys later. Join the Discord. What else I got? Subscribe if you haven't. Hit that like button. Let's go Clippers.
Shit.
I thought you were gonna say Brandon. Let's go Clippers. Brandon.
Go Clippers.
All right, y'all. We out of here.
This is a stupid bet.
Goodbye.